wanted to have him as a collectible, have these jerseys that he wore for Reno, the home away and the third jersey. He kind of gave up hope. He got a random email from a guy in Tacoma, Washington, Brent Breeze, who is a hockey collector, and went on to tell Len through this email that he had grown up in Reno, Nevada, and he became hooked on hockey as a 9-year-old kid. His dad took him to games, and the goalies were always his favorite players. So his dad bought him some Len Perno jerseys, and he kept them for the past 22 years. And until he emailed Len, asked him if he wanted his jerseys back, and Len said, I mean, they're yours, but yeah, I would love to have them back. So he sent them over. It turned out what happened was the Reno Renegades, they didn't pay their dry cleaning bill. Okay?
So they can get their jerseys back?
So what happened was the jerseys were at the dry cleaner, so the dry cleaner kept the jerseys, and then he gave them away to somehow this Brent got them from the dry cleaner. They gave them away in a contest or something. But yeah, so it was a cool story that Len got his jerseys back.
Just imagine that you come to the next game and it's like, where's our jerseys?
Here's some T-shirts. We don't know where your jerseys are.
I just love stories about that from the minor leagues.
Only in minor leagues does this stuff happen.
I just love it.
That's why minor leagues are so great. Cause
like, with the Lancers, you got the coach driving the bus. You got the Waza, they're driving their bus, their vans or whatever.
You got the you got teams out west playing outdoors.
Outdoors in the MASL. The MASL is
and
a trip, man.
If it rains, they have to postpone the game.
Why don't they just play in the rain, or would that compromise the integrity of the game? Because because think about it. Normally, soccer you play in any weather unless there's
absolutely.
lightning.
I don't understand why you wouldn't just keep playing the game. I mean,
I guess
outside. I mean,
it's outside anyways. I mean,
but I guess because the thing is, it'll never rain indoors. Hopefully,
the sprinkler system,
right? But if that went off, they would, pause the game at least.
Listen, so the way it is, the way I see it is, if you have a field that's outside and it rains, you forfeit.
Yes, I agree.
You're not God.
Or what about
then you need to have a roof over it.
What about putting a temporary fixture?
It's indoor soccer, not outdoor soccer.
A temporary fixture.
Well, no,
keep
wrong.
The rain off.
Wrong, Marc Sotili of the Rochester Lancers. It's arena soccer. They changed the name. It used to be the MISL was indoor soccer because obviously all 6 teams played indoors. This is arena soccer. That's how they get around it. So they're playing in an arena, which is just a vague term for an enclosed area. But I don't think it has to be enclosed from the heavens.
You could just cover up the heavens with a temporary tarp type thing and still play in the rain.
You know how stupid that would look?
You know how stupid it is to have a team outside where it can rain and have to not play the game?
I want to see
equally as stupid.
I want to see the Lancers play in one of these outdoor venues.
Yeah, we'll get the Winter Classic going.
yeah. That would be a great idea. Have the Lancers play an outdoor game. I know they won't do it at Salins because they don't like Salins, but maybe Frontier Field.
Yeah, it would be fun.
You know what I mean?
That'd be great.
They should have done Frozen Frontier. Oh my God, Sam, what were you thinking? Frozen Frontier. After the Amerks game, you roll the turf out. You have an indoor soccer game outdoors.
Well, you can technically do it in November too, and be right before it snows. November, I mean.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. I don't know how well it would draw. My favorite thing that they ever did in Rochester was when the Raiders were around. Not this incarnation of the Raiders, the last one, owned by the big guy who had a lot of problems himself. They played an outdoor indoor game at Salins, and it was an outdoor arena football game. I thought that was kind of cool.
We need more cool things like that to happen.
Yeah, I hope that I hope the Amerks do the Frozen Frontier
cool things because you don't have the money, the funds. I mean, but like you said, the Amerks had the outdoor hockey game. Then you can obviously throw the turf over that and 2 things at once. But
it would have been kind of ridiculous.
It would have been so cold too.
I would not been on the bench for that one.
It was cold. It was really that Amerks game. It got down to like 11, and it was snowing. That was cold.
Yeah, I just couldn't even imagine.
When I skated on that rink, it was 1. The night that my friend booked the ice for, it was 1 degree. It's craziness. But they got to do that. That thing was great, man. That Frozen Frontier was so cool.
How was the ice like? Just like you
Awful.
were?
It was awful. It was the worst. It was so bad. It was dangerous because it was so cold that the ice was chipping up in blocks like this. You'd skate by, and your skate would kick away a giant block of ice, and there were ruts in the ice. Some of the ruts would actually go down. It looked like they almost went down to
That's
the
the craziest
liner.
thing I've ever heard.
It?
It was awful.
You would think it'd be better, because it'd be even harder.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's too, if it gets too hard, then it's not good. You want ice, I think, between like I don't know, probably 15 and 25 to be ideal.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it's like 0, it's dangerous. So it wasn't great, but still, and all the glass was fogged up around. Now I remember I had a goatee then, and I tried to take a sip of water, and I missed my mouth, and it went on and just froze my goatee instantly, and I was skating around the rest of the game with like that. So that was fun though. I hope they do that again.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool and impressive,
Well, I think this is gonna wrap us up. Why don't you tell us about Joey's place?
It's Joey's Auto Repair, 936 Portland Avenue, 585-319-4562. Mention this, you get your oil change $15.95. We're a full-service auto repair shop. Open 6 days a week most of the time. Usually open from 9 till 6. Again, just give us a call, and we'll take care of you.
All right. Proud sponsor of Sports Mumblings. We're having a big night Friday night. We're going to be at the Record Archive, our first live appearance.
Awesome.
This is exciting. I'm excited to see some of the other shows. I heard from the first Rock Podfest last year that there's some really fun stuff that goes on,
Nice.
Our friends, our old friends at the Monday Medicine, Chamber Boys. I think Chamber Boys is there on Saturday. So
we're there both days.
What?
Aren't we there both days?
No, our only appearance is Friday. So Friday from
we will be there
7
both days,
p.m. to 7:10. We're gonna have the Mohican Warrior join us. Not exactly sure what the Warrior has in mind. Gonna have to talk to him about that. Make sure it's somewhat PG rated.
I'm sure he was. It's amazing that you were able to get him out of his cave on a Friday night.
I know. Usually that's
I think we can go
cosmic
PG-10
meditation
maybe.
time.
PG-12. Maybe
That's not a real thing.
PG-13.
It's PG-13, John.
I'm saying we can't quite go to PG-13.
When I was a kid, I remember that I wrote a note to my mom for some reason complaining about how I couldn't watch American Werewolf in Paris. And while this kid, Michael something in my class, got to watch it. And then looking back, I'm like, my mom was smart. Like, what kid needs to see people getting murdered by werewolves? Like, that's not healthy.
Now 8-year-olds play the video game.
Yeah. They
get to partake in it. Simulated murder.
Right. It's crazy.
Speaking of which, did you just see the Power Ranger guy that just killed somebody with
a
sword?
What?
One of the Power Rangers from, I think it was 2010, 11, or 12, he just killed his roommate with a sword.
He's like, it's stabbing
wait,
time.
Wait, hold on. He was an actual... I don't understand.
He was an actual Power Ranger
Rangers.
in the movie or the show that they aired.
One of the actors?
Yes, from 2011,
oh
2012.
My God.
And his roommate, he came home with his girlfriend or something. His roommate supposedly...
dressed as Superman?
Yeah. Supposedly busted into the room, and he stabbed him with his sword.
Oh, my God. Well,
I wonder if he yelled, it's stabbing time.
Is that... I don't...
It's Morphin' Times, what they used to... Well, it was a show, and they used to... They're regular people, but then when trouble broke out, they would say, it's Morphin' Time, and turn into Power Rangers.
I don't know anything about this comic world. So I stick to sports.
Go Power Rangers.
Bunch of nerds. I'm sitting next to two nerds right now. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you for all the support. Please follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter. We're going to have some more exciting shows for you coming up. Some big guests planned for the month of February. Make sure you support our other shows on rocksportsnetwork.com and latenightsportsradio.com. Some great shows on both of those websites, and also rockpodcast.com. We will be joining their network very soon. For Marc Sotili, John Cargyle, our guest, Evan Mundine. Soccer Sam just has one more word for you, and then we are out.
The Lancers are home Saturday, February 14th at the BCA, 1 p.m. It's Valentine's Day Family Matinee. Free kisses from Lancer players, dancers, and Lancer Louie. Call 872-KICK or ourlancers.com. Feel the kick, baby.
And maybe if you're lucky, a free kiss from Soccer Sam.
Oh, yeah.
It happens.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. And remember, the Razor Sharks, February 16th. Kids Day, get your free tickets at razorsharks.com. All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Good night.
Good night.